Down is Allen. Going up top for Kupp. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. that's going to hurt.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They try to set up the screen. Nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drop. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Allen eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he... here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. A final shot before half for Allen. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Allen off the play fake. Throwing right, and that's complete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points, or those missed points, do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, it's Prescott. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quintez Cephus, an 80-yard touchdown. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 89 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Allen will try to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that... They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards the pick up there. On second down, it's Harris. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Allen. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Allen to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Pass complete to Harris. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. Well, going into the final play of this game.